Hey everyone, it's Adam here. Quick 15-minute video. I'm heading home, and I actually wanted to kind of just I feel like I have an opportunity to talk through this a little bit more with you all when in just like I guess this is more of like a PSA. Because I feel like I have a responsibility to everyone as someone who creates real content on the internet. Like, I post things to the internet, Flickr, Instagram, MySpace, YouTube. I'm not faking anything. It's all real. Like, color grading, that's it. Nothing that is like, nothing fake. But we're entering an era where everyone has to be very skeptical about the kind of content that they consume and, if it's real or not. And I'm not talking about like, okay, so many of you have probably seen like political posts to the internet where it looks like, it's a certain politician saying something and they're not. And they call those deep fakes. Or you might have certainly read an article written by someone, but they actually didn't write it. It was either written by a bot or written by someone else, ghostwritten, and that the editor of that paper didn't check the byline enough, or didn't verify it as the right person. Some of that's always been a problem. Photoshop's been a problem for 20 years, and now we're into an era though where it's not just it's a really good Photoshop, but it's actually like it's bigger than just Photoshop. Or, faking an ID or faking an email address, sending it from, Michael Keaton emailed me this, and the email just was spoofed. Those are all still things that, we as consumers of media and content have to be vigilant of, just like phishing emails. But the technology is becoming so pervasive and so accessible and so cheap and within reach that anyone with a laptop and a search engine can find the tools to fake a video, to fake a picture, to fake audio that didn't really happen. So what does that mean? So I'll give you a couple of examples of things that are up and coming in the generative AI, large language model, AI bot world that I think you should be aware of, and I want you to use your own imagination when you think through the potential of these. I'm not going to tell you the potential of them. I want you to think creatively about how you would use these if you were an asshole. There is now a system out there that's free by Google. It's called Notebook LM, and you can upload a data set. It can be every email you've ever written. Very easy to do. Export that from your computer or from Gmail using Google Takeout. You can upload every blog post a blogger has ever written. You can upload every podcast a podcaster has ever created, the audio files. You can even upload raw videos if you have enough money and time, because it does, there is processing power, and there will be a fee to this the larger the stuff you're trying to get to process beyond just plain text. But if I upload all 2,000 of my YouTube videos, as well as thousands of emails, I have 4 million words on my blog over the last 25 years. If I upload all that to the system, I can then use really well done prompts. And prompts are, think of it like computer code, but a prompt is basically a natural language way to tell a machine what you want it to do. So, use the content I've given you to create a blog post about the news of the day the business news of the day in a style of Adam Chandler, using his way of grammar, way of typing, way of speaking, his language tone, and also look at the things he writes about. Is he conservative? Is he liberal? Is he pro-science? Is he pro-religion? Look at all this stuff and then do it in Adam Chandler style. If Adam Chandler would write a blog post about the news of a celebrity's death, how would he write it? And to the untrained eye, to someone that reads every blog post of mine, they would read that and go, there would be nothing fishy about that text. It would be just like I wrote it. You can also tell Notebook LM to create a podcast. Adam Chandler has started a podcast, and he's going to talk about the motorcycle news of the day. It's going to be 15 minutes long. He's going to have a co-anchor that's a female-sounding individual that is not a motorcyclist and is skeptical on motorcycle safety. And Adam's going to share with you all this industry news about BMW and Ducati news and KTM news and upcoming events and things that are taking place in the community. And his co-anchor is going to be, friendly but passive, but also kind of skeptical on motorcycle safety. And they're going to do a 15-minute episode every single day. And Google Notebook LM is going to actually give you a 15-minute MP3 file starring Adam Chandler and his co-host named Jane. And it's going to give you that MP3 file every single day. And you can invite guests on the podcast as well. And so I can effectively create a podcast of me, and it could sound like me because it's going to be fed all of my YouTube videos. So it'll know like my inflection, my delays, my pauses, the things that I speak inquisitively versus authoritatively. And it's going to create a podcast starring Adam Chandler and his co-host Jane. You can also now generate video, and it's not great yet. There's still kind of uncanny valley kind of thing to it, or fishy. But there's a world where I can give it all 2,000 of my YouTube videos and say, create an Adam Chandler YouTube video about this subject and riding along this road. And in the next year or two, that's going to be possible. Finally, there are now personas. And so instead of an influencer, let's say that you will buy anything that Kim Kardashian tries to sell you. Whatever tea, skincare products, detox products, weight loss products. And they know this, but the problem is Kim's time is finite. She can't create ads all day. She doesn't have enough time. She's busy, whatever she does. Well, now Snapchat and TikTok and Instagram are proposing, they're selling this to advertisers, that they have technology for influencers to upload personas. These personas are based on 3D scans of their face and body. And then they do a few poses or mannerisms. They say a few words. Those words get turned into a voice generator. And now, what Snapchat can do is, with Kim Kardashian's permission, Kim Kardashian persona, which looks, sounds, and acts just like Kim, can hawk any product. A new skateboard, a new pair of shoes, a new dress, a new skincare product. And so the influencer no longer has to create content. They just have to authorize, Maybelline to use their likeness and persona to generate content for them on demand, 24/7. And it can even be this. It can even be a phone call from Kim Kardashian or a video call or a Skype call to me. Hey, Adam, it's Kim. How you doing? And she could talk me through her day, ask me questions, and then recommend products to me very passively, like we're having a normal conversation. Oh, it's dinner time, Adam. You thought about ordering a pizza? Domino's is its new deal. And it's going to feel to me like I'm talking to my buddy Kim, but I'm not. It's an advertisement from my buddy Kim. And it's going to be decades before the legal system catches up to this technology. And so we can generate podcasts, we can generate video, audio, text, and images that are completely machine-based. Anyone in the world that's a prompt engineer, you can Google that one, with the right data set, such as all 4 million words on my blog, can create an Adam Chandler alternative blog, or alternative YouTube channel, or podcast that I host that isn't really me, using the terabytes of data that I've given to the internet for free, whereas in all these cases I've granted a worldwide perpetual license to Meta, to TikTok, to Snapchat, to Instagram, to Apple, to Microsoft and Google, so they can use my likeness whenever they want. And now the technology has caught up to the fact that they actually can do that effectively. And so I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm certainly not scared, just so you know. I'm not worried about it. But what you can do is be skeptical. And I'm actually surprised. I was talking to friends. You know, I felt like in an election year that we would have a lot more deep fakes and fake stuff being posted to social media and stuff. It's actually been not too bad. And I don't know why. I'm actually very surprised that there's not fake videos that are, you know, making their way to CNN because they're just good enough to pass the sniff test that, you know, get featured. And maybe they're happening and I'm just not seeing them. But I just wanted to kind of share, as I close up this video with you guys, if you're like 10 minutes on the road, that you're going to need to remain very, very skeptical. This is not the phishing scams, the Nigerian princes, or the, you know, the stuff that we've seen for years that we would have to simply use some deduction and kind of our spidey sense to not get caught up in it. These are really, really compelling artifacts that, like, you can listen to a podcast and it sounds like two people talking. You can watch a video and it sounds like I'm talking to you. And I'm making recommendations and I'm making opinions and thoughts. And they can be prompt engineered in a way that I can say very racist things. And I could lose my job over some of the stuff that my AI persona says, prompted by someone that's not even in this country, that's not prosecutable, because they live in a country that's, you know, our laws don't reach. And lives can be ruined, and, you know, things can really go awry. And I think we're going to have to, if you aren't already submitting your thoughts, your photos, your videos, your voice, your text blobs to the internet, you're probably good. But if you're posting to Facebook and you're sending your photos to Snapchat and Instagram, and you are a kind of person that you think that it would be worth monetizing your opinions to the world, like you're an individual that has influence and monetizable thoughts, or you're an individual of esteem in your community and you can be taken down by an opponent. So let's say that you are, you know, simply a Boy Scout troop leader. And wouldn't it be terrible if someone were to concoct a personality takedown where the court of public opinion could firmly believe that you are a child molester? And so that person, using just prompt engineering and API connectors and all social networks you currently use today, can simply upload an audio clip of a fake phone call of you, you know, saying sexual things to a young person, and post that to the internet, or post it to Nextdoor, or to Patch, or to Facebook, and tag everyone you know, or post it to the Boy Scout Troop Facebook page. And the court of public opinion can completely, you know, rightfully, if you were actually doing these things, can completely destroy you. Just because you upload videos of yourself talking to Facebook Live, there's now enough data to make your voice say anything. And this stuff exists right now. I'm going to leave you with that. Just something I'm tracking in my industry and my professional life, and I want you all to be aware of it. The technology's here. It's not going away. Laws are not going to protect you as fast as this technology is coming up. And the only way to protect yourself is to not have any of your data on social networks. And I've given you guys 1,700 plus videos of myself and thousands of photos on Flickr. And so, screw me, I guess. All right, food for thought. Good luck, everyone. Take care. Got a few more minutes till I get home. Ride safe.